Hey guys, Jordan here. Wanted to talk about Amazon book reviews and how to get them for your book. It's a little bit more difficult now that Amazon switched the game around again, but as self-publishers, as authors, as writers, that's something we have to come to expect from Amazon. It's something we have to work with and deal with. Now, I was a little bit frustrated about this recent change. They actually recently removed uh, emails that reviewers had on their actual author reviewer profiles. So those are no longer there. So it just means this process is a little bit more difficult and takes a little bit more time, but it's not impossible. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of overview of how we can do that now. This is my sample tracking spreadsheet. If you are viewing this video on my article that I wrote about getting reviews and following up with people, you can get the link to that. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put the link to that article below so that you can get this tracking sheet. It's very important as far as doing my whole process is getting this Google tracking sheet. So I just have a couple things on there. Let's start with saying you want to get reviews for a book. You're going to go to Amazon. You're going to go to, let's say you're going to go to search for yoga. I'm just going to search for yoga books. So I have a new book coming out on yoga, and I want to figure out how to get reviews for that book. What am I going to do? I'm going to start by going on Amazon. I'm going to find other reviewers. So let's start with this Yoga for Beginners book. Actually, or we could start with this Everybody Yoga. We'll do that. Is it Everybody Yoga or Everybody Yoga? Who knows? I'm not sure. I actually like yoga. I don't do it very often. But when I have done it, I have enjoyed it. But anyway, we're going to go to this page right here. You're going to see 120 customer reviews. We're going to click on that. I'm going to show you this process and how it works. It's not easy. It does take some time. It does just take some clicks. You're going to see a lot of different tabs open. So this video is going to be a little bit in depth, but I wanted to show you my process and how I might go about doing that. I may go through all these 120 reviewers and find no one in here that can give me a review, and that's okay. We're just going to be doing this as quickly as we can, but I might be going a little slower here just to show you kind of how I do it. Click on See All 120 Customer Reviews. Again, I just clicked on 120 customer reviews, want to see all, because you just want to list them all. I'm going to go through here and start control clicking. Now, that's an important thing. It wouldn't seem like it's important, but the more time that you can save with this process, the better off you're going to be, because it takes hours to really find people to review your book. But as you hopefully read in my article, or you will read if you want to click over to it, it's that reviews are very important for especially a new author, but a new book. If your book launches with no book reviews, it's just not going to do well. It's not, because you need to have at least a little bit of social proof, and this is how you're going to get it. It takes a little time and effort, but it's worth it. So I'm going to start by clicking here. Hopefully we'll get lucky, so you can kind of see this process. So I'm just control clicking on all of these, bringing them up in new tabs. Basically, you don't want to do more than your computer can handle. Important to note, I'm going to skip this guy or gal because they only gave 3 stars. We're not looking for people that are going to give other books similar to yours 3 stars. And again, that's an important thing. If you're writing a book, you want to find similar books because that's going to help the whole process. Otherwise, we're just finding people, we're not targeting them, and that's not going to work. So keep going, like I said, until your computer has more than it probably can handle, holding it up on a tab. If you're on a little laptop, maybe you just want to do a page at a time. The more powerful of a computer you can be on here, the better off in the long run. So I'm just going to click on all those people, and then I'm just going to go up and start looking through them. Now, you're going to do it real fast. This person, I mean, you may not even want to click on one like that because it's probably not going to have. You're looking right here. You're looking in this about reviewer ranking. If they have no information at all here, just X out and go to the next one. And you can do it pretty quick. That's got nothing. It used to be that Amazon had the reviewer email right here, and you could actually click on that and email them. Not everyone had it, but a lot of people did. Amazon took that away. So what we're looking for now is websites. You always want to see more in case they have more. Some people, if you see more, will have a website there, a link to it. Some people actually still, instead of their website, they'll have their email. I think more and more people will slowly start having that on Amazon. You know, just because I mean, I don't think a lot of people wanted Amazon to remove their emails. The people that we're finding for reviews are mostly the people that want their email on there and they want you to reach out to them to check out your book. And, you know, some people might disagree with me there, but that's what I think. I think most people that had their email on Amazon wanted it to be there, and we're looking for book reviews. And Amazon, unfortunately, just made it more difficult for them as well. But as I'm saying, more and more people will have that on there. So this is the process. It's not easy. You might find one or two out of this book, but the thing is to do it as fast as you can. See, I'm just looking real quick that they don't have it. I'm taking a little slower. So you can see, that they didn't have that stuff. This guy does. Azul Terranes. Azul Terranes. Author, speaker, entrepreneur. This is a good person to reach out to. You can see he wrote a recent book review April 10th of this year. I'm shooting this video 10 days later at this point. So this guy's active on Amazon. That's always a good thing. And you're just going to click over to the website. And that's what you're going to do. Yeah, and you're just looking for, and this didn't work. So it's like, that's going to happen a lot of times. You're going to go on someone's website, and it's not going to be there. I'm just giving you a real overview of the process. Now, since I have a picture of this guy, I'm going to look for him on Google. You can see that process a little bit. Art of Apprenticeship, you're just looking for that website. Maybe that's just a bad link. Yeah, you can pretty much say that that's the same guy. We're just going to duplicate this tab real quick so we can keep that open. That's what I meant to do. We can kind of keep that picture going. And it really depends, because if you're doing this stuff, you're wasting a little bit of time as far as getting it out there. Yeah, same guy. So you can search for the guy on there, and that's good. We have an email. So cool. That's what we found. We found it. Coach Azul. So once you find the email, you're going to go onto this sheet. You're going to put that email there. His name's Azul. You're going to put the book they reviewed. So we're going to go back up to the top here. Copy that book. Put the book they reviewed right here. And the PS is very important. And you can actually put the profile URL too, in case you wanted to go back and weren't sure that it was him. You don't have to do that step. That's just another extra thing, just in case you might want to go back and search through later. But the PS right here is important. It's the time to, because this takes so long. You see how long that took. I don't know how long this post is going. I'm just going to see if I can see. We're already 8 minutes in to the video. So it took about 8 minutes to find one email. That's a long time. So you want to make sure you're making the best out of every contact you have. And that's making it personalized. We're going to be putting this into GMass, which is just a kind of mass email program, but then at the same time, we're trying to make it as personal as we can, because maybe this guy is a great guy to connect with. And he reviewed a yoga book. Maybe he has a business and he has a good, following. Maybe it's something you could potentially connect with him and say, hey, would you like to review my book on your blog? And you never know where a connection is going to go. And that's why this is so important. Like, Amazon is making it more difficult than ever, to get reviewers. But we can respond in kind and just spend more time getting to know the reviewers, just being more personal. But it's going to start somewhere. You got to pick something in here. This is the first time I'm checking out this guy. Seems like he wrote a book, reading with Pat Flynn and Chris Ducker. So that's something real simple. I could just put, I also got started in online business with Pat Flynn. I also got started in online business with Pat Flynn. Look forward to connecting with you. It's just a quick thing. It's not designed to be cheap. I'm just wrapping that real quick. It's not designed to be a cheap little thing just to try to get him to connect with me. I mean, if you want to look at it, that's kind of why I'm doing it. But at the same time, that's not why. The why is to connect and to build a relationship. So you kind of saw how I went about that and did that. But that's what you're doing. You're looking for these people. These ones are just examples up here. Oops, I didn't mean to move that. That's fine. These are just examples up here, you know, of just random ones. But this guy is the actual guy that we just found. So you just saw me go ahead and do that. But that's what you're looking. You're looking for guys like that, or people like that. Ladies too. You're looking for people that have websites listed. You can go on the website and find the contact info and then just personalize the email. We're going to put that on the end, and you'll see that if you watch the rest of the article. You can get more information on setting that whole thing up and doing that, doing the follow-up process. I go in pretty in depth about that, but we're just keeping to do that. Let me just X all these out just to see if there's another one. So there's no more in that one. Remember what page you're on. Remember what book you're doing. You can also track up here books looked through. Just make sure this spreadsheet is specific to your book. Just in case you have multiple books or have clients for whatever reason. Obviously, you'd put books look through. And I would just copy that book up there. Just Shift Control V. Make sure it doesn't look funky. It could look like this. Oop. We don't want it to look like that. Control Shift V. That's just a quick little tip there too. But yeah, we're just looking through all of the book reviews for pretty much any book about yoga. The more reviews you find, the easier it's going to be. The less you have to shift between books. The less you have to go. But that is the thing in a nutshell. That's how it works. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. You can comment on this blog article or just connect with me, jordan@archangelinc.com, and I'd be happy to go over more of the process. If there was any part of it that didn't make sense to you or didn't understand, just let me know. You know, we just have to keep working with Amazon and just using the tools we have. Eventually, they may remove the reviewer profiles altogether. We'll have to start from scratch, but we'll hope that doesn't happen. But if it happens, I'll be here and we'll be working through that. So thank you so much for watching this video, and good luck as you are getting your own reviews for your new book.